We are John and Nicole Cartee, your Woodlands, Texas real estate advisors, here to do a little bit of fun question and answer of each other. All the questions are blind. We haven't seen them. This could be really fun.
Yeah. So we just thought it'd be cool for you to get to know us a little bit. Hopefully you will follow, subscribe, do all the things like this video. And we'll be doing some tours around the Woodlands, Tomball, Magnolia, pretty much anywhere in Montgomery County and spread out a little bit further around that, Lake Conroe maybe. So we just thought it'd be cool to do some questions. So we're going to get right to it.
Yeah.
About who we are. I'll go first.
Okay.
That didn't happen. What is an unexpected thing or practice that's become a part of your everyday life in real estate?
Unexpected thing that's part of everyday life?
Yeah, before you got into real estate and you thought it was selling sunset, but it's really not. And now you have something else that you have to do.
I would say the amount of meals we eat in the car is just a little bit astronomical, and most people don't realize how often we are on the go, in the car, eating in the car. That's my unexpected thing.
Living in the car.
Living in the car. All right, babe, if we had to move tomorrow, are you picking a new construction home or an older resale with character?
Rude. Very rude. I guess that depends on where it is. So, like, if we were able to do, like, Republic Grand Ranch area or that neighborhood in Tomball that I really, really like, High Meadow Ranch. They both have ranch on them, which makes you know that they're going to be acreage lots. So if we're able to get an acreage lot and build new, I'd build new.
Okay.
If we are not able to get acreage lot and build new, then I would want to find somewhere with a yard. So if we had to get an older home, no older than 10 years, I would do that with a yard. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're full-blown new construction no matter what.
Definitely new.
John's not about that rehab life.
No, I'm not.
What do you think is the most important part of the client experience outside of the final purchase itself?
I just think the communication throughout is super important. The good, the bad, the ugly, making sure they're aware of what's going on. So they feel confident that even if there's a lot of moving parts, they understand what's going on. They know we've got it under control. We understand fully what's going on and how it's going to take place. We've prepared them for what's coming ahead. So I think communication is key.
Okay. Do we communicate well, do you think?
We communicate fantastically.
We met with our clients, not with each other.
What's something about you that you think would surprise people?
We do communicate well. It's a joke, guys. What's something about me that would surprise people? I think in business I come off as a very analytical person, but I'm actually a very creative tendency person. So I like to draw and paint and write and design, and that does come out in my design stuff for homes for clients. But yeah, I'm a really crafty person. I don't think most people would know that.
It's true.
I didn't make a snap noise. These aren't as good of sound as I thought it would be. Boring. What do you love about living in or near the Woodlands?
I love, goodness.
Or what would you tell clients about living in or near Woodlands?
It's beautiful. So you have all the trees, you have the lakes, you have the artwork throughout the waterway, throughout the different communities, the artwork along Woodlands Parkway itself, the community festivals, the art by the waterway. You've got it's so much to offer with all the parks and the golf courses and
kayaking and
paddleboarding, and there's so much to do. Every type of store you could want to shop at is in the Woodlands. Every type of food you could want to get is in the Woodlands. and it's just very well located. If you need to get into Houston, it's not that hard, but yeah, I'd say it's hard to pick one thing. I just think the whole culture, the farmers market, like everything about living in the Woodlands just gives you so many opportunities to try new things, whether it's food or a concert at the pavilion or a comedy show, jazz club, whatever you're looking for, there's something in the Woodlands that can satisfy that.
There's something for every
Something for
lifestyle.
everybody.
Lots of golf.
Lots of golf.
I'm surprised you didn't mention golf.
I said golf courses.
You did?
All
I
right,
paid
babe.
attention to hiking. I heard hiking and art festivals. Dog parks and
Dog parks, yes.
dog festivals.
All right, babe. What is one deal breaker in a home that most buyers don't think about?
Most buyers don't think about deal breaker. Closet size.
Closet size.
Sometimes the closet will get you when you are overcome with joy about everything else in the home.
Closet size. I would also say age of the roof.
Yeah, I feel like buyers do think of it. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't think about it that way because I always make sure to tell our buyers like roof, AC, foundation. So I don't think of it as something they don't think about. But I guess without an agent, yeah, I think age of AC unit, honestly, I feel like most buyers that watch enough things on social media think about roof and foundation problems, but most don't think about AC. Fun fact though, if the AC unit is old, that does not mean it does not work. If it has been serviced and treated properly, you can have a pretty old AC unit that still does the job. So, yeah. Ooh, I was excited for this one. What's a core value you try to uphold or apply in our business? We work together, by the way, in case you haven't figured that out. We didn't really touch on that too much, but we do work as a team. We service all of our clients as a team. So some of these questions are kind of fun because it's like individually, what do you bring to the table to our business? You bring all the things together.
So what was the question again? I'm lost now.
What is a core value that you try to uphold or apply to our business?
I would just say integrity. Like we tell our clients how it is, whether that's listing and we're telling them what the market is actually representing on price. Sometimes that's cost us listings because sellers don't like what we have to say, but we're telling them the truth. You've never missed an appraisal on a listing price. We stand by our pricing. So on that side, there's the integrity, and then just buyers making sure they're fully aware of the process. They understand what's coming, what's involved in the inspection, the appraisal. Sometimes houses look pretty online, but there's more to it. So like just telling them how it is. I think that's a core value that all of our clients would see how we uphold in every transaction. This was fun. What's one feature of a home that you secretly judge every time you see it?
Secretly judge? I always judge your furniture. If you're a seller and you still have furniture in the home, I'm judging pretty hard. I won't actually make like judgments about you as a person, but I am judging your furniture choices and what you put in your home. So I don't really judge like the kitchen or the living room or a media room because in my brain I can always just fix it later. Like if the kitchen's like meh, it's like, well, you never know. Maybe they bought the home and they planned on doing something to it later and they didn't get around to it. But your furniture, you really you went out of your way for that. You physically purchased it and brought it into your home. So yeah. That's my one piece of being judgmental, I guess.
Just one, the only one.
The only one. That sounded sarcastic.
No, it's true.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't think I'm a mean person. How did you get started in real estate?
You got me started in real estate. So Nicole got started in real estate first. She was crushing it. And so yeah, that was before we were together, but we were friends. And so I started getting my license, picked her brain a couple times, and then a coffee turned into a lunch, which turned into golfing together, which turned into doing real estate together, and going from friends to dating to married, and the rest is history. Couldn't have it any better way.
Yeah. Yeah. We went from golf to like, let's be realtors together in like 4 hours. It's great.
What is one thing you wish every seller would do before listing their home?
Oh my gosh, clean it. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Just clean it.
Like actually deep clean it, have someone come in and deep clean it. It makes a
Yes.
huge difference. Don't just like
Yes.
vacuum and dust. It's not the same.
Yes. And I feel like cleaning and like some landscaping is probably the cheapest things that you can do. Like any seller with absolutely no excuse can, unless, well, I can think of one excuse, unless you're just like crippled. But not for other intrusive thoughts, guys. Outside of that, unless you just physically can't walk, like there's no reason that you can't clean your house. So yeah, I feel like it does make a really big difference,
Mm-hmm.
and something that people actually don't think about as sellers. And I'm one of these weird phenomenons is you will have buyers that have the nose of a hound dog. And if it smells weird, that's such a major trigger for buyers when they walk in your home, and they will immediately turn around and leave. And I am one of those people too. Um, and we have had buyers walk into a home and it smelled bad or almost moldy or just dirty. Obviously, if it smells like mold, that's a problem, but just like a dirty smell, they have told us, like, I don't want to see this house.
Mm-hmm.
Smell does some crazy things to people's brains that you really don't think about. I mean, smells trigger memories too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very, very strong sense. So yeah, just cleaning it and then just the way it looks, like having, um, even if you have an older home, if you have an older home that's well maintained, buyers can still picture themselves in it and see like, oh, this is so cute. Like we could just paint it this color, like it'd be fine. But if it's dirty, people have a really hard time being like, oh, I can just fix that. Like they just don't want to because it just feels grungy and gross. So if you don't have the money to update your kitchen, to update a roof, just clean the house and put some flowers outside. That's it. That's my biggest, like, do that. Is this your last one? Nope, almost. What part of the job do you enjoy the most? You can do one or two if you want.
I can just say, I'd say the most fun part of the job is, well, one is closing day with a buyer when they get the keys to their new home and they're like so excited to start moving in and have their housewarming party and for their family and friends to see it. And depending on what stage of life they're in, that can mean a lot of different things. It might be their first home, it might not, but seeing that excitement is definitely my favorite part of the job,
It is really
for sure.
cool.
And then tangential to that, when you're helping a buyer and you open the door for them, and then we always do, we open and unlock it, open the door, and then we step back so they get to go into the house, kind of experience it together as if it were their home. And when you see them do that, and you can just feel their excitement, like this might be the one. Like that's a really cool feeling because it means that we've identified everything they were looking for, location, the type of home, everything correctly. We found them a place where they can already picture themselves living life for the next however many years, and that's when the fun begins. So I think those are two highlights for sure.
Nice.
What is something that people think is luxury in their home, but really isn't a value add?
Panels like this. Yeah, I think just certain design choices, people do have a tendency to think like, oh, I put this really cool like paneling up, I'm automatically like adds this much value. And then, or I would say remodels that bring your home back to basic like standards of living isn't like a luxury item, which sounds so dumb when I say it out loud to like say that might be a confusing point for people, but it kind of is. You do have people who think that if their home, at whatever age it was, if they did a basic remodel, and they just made it to where like the fridge is updated to new, and then the backsplash and countertops are updated to new, then that is now a luxury item and nobody else has this. And it's like, no, not really. Like you've went ahead and done the work for somebody else to not have to get it. So now you're comping at a value that matches that, instead of comping at a value that might have been closer to like the older version of this. So I don't know if that's the best way to answer the question, but I have had to have that struggle of a conversation with people where they think that basic standard of living remodels are a luxury item, which makes their house worth $50K more than what it is. So what would yours be?
I'd say jacuzzi tubs.
Oh yeah.
Like no
That's
one,
not a luxury item at
no
all.
people, older homes, you see a lot of these big opulent jacuzzi tubs with tile, and they can be very pretty if they're done well, but most buyers are not looking for that. They don't want to deal with it. It can just kind of collect dust. We had some sellers that had a beautiful spa bath with a jacuzzi tub, and the seller, they'd lived in the house for 20 something years, and he told me they'd only used the tub like 5 times. So it's something that they custom built that home to have that, and it wasn't something they ever really used, and it was not one of the selling points for any of the buyers that came through and put in offers and ended up buying the home. So I'd say
it can be fun for the right person. I mean, different people will like it. Different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes for different folks, but it doesn't necessarily add value to your home.
Yeah. They're cool, but not 100% easy to sell. Yeah. Activity things in your house that are for a specific hobby probably should not go into consideration. And then pools as well. They can add value, but it can also be very hard depending on your neighborhood and where you're at and how many homes have a pool versus not, to where you kind of become a unicorn and it's hard for the house to actually like appraise correctly. So pools can be a struggle sometimes as well. Okay. Ooh, if you had to pick any other job but real estate, what would it be?
Any other job but real estate? Can it be like any other job?
Any
or
job
something
in the
like
whole world?
I would want to be an NFL general manager. I mean, I'm pretty good at fantasy football, got a pretty good record. I think I could do it. I'd want to be an NFL general manager. Pick the players, manage the salary cap, all that stuff. Sounds awesome. Negotiate with other teams.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you do?
I'd want to be a professional panda cuddler. Like the professional panda caretakers. I just want to take care of pandas. Or red pandas, or baby tigers, or elephants, any type of zoologist taking care of the baby version of the animal, like being its makeshift mama. I would just, yes, please give me that job.
The amount of favorited videos on Instagram Nicole has of baby animals testifies to the truth of that answer. All right, last question of the day. This is a good one to end on. What is your favorite part of working together?
We get to work together. I think that's my favorite part.
I don't understand when people sometimes like, how can you guys do that? Like, what do you mean? This is my best friend. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Why would you be married to someone you hate too? I think that's like the weirdest thing. People are, that's the dog. Hold please. We do have people that approach us and they're like, it's really weird that you work together all day long and then like you go home and then you're like together. It's like, why do you marry someone that you don't want to be around? That doesn't make much sense. So I just think it's really cool that we actually get to spend a lot of time together. And then something I always tell everybody is if we both weren't in real estate, we would just never see each other, because we do work from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep pretty much every single day. And hopefully, 10, 15 years from now, that won't be a thing anymore. But that's the reality of this industry. You have to work extremely hard. So I think that's really cool too, is we get to see each other. Like I get to see how hard he works at stuff, and I get to see like the effort he puts into stuff. So it's not kind of like, I guess, other couples where your spouse comes home and you're just believing if they're telling you they're working hard. It's like, are you? So like you get to actually see just everything that's being input into what is our business and then our growth and then our life. So it's very cool. And then we get to like backboard off of each other.
That's one of the things I'd say is the coolest is we both have different strengths. So
Mhm.
together we can really support each other and give our clients an amazing experience.
Yeah. And we get to joke around all day, which is pretty fun. So we totally are in the car. I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of fun in the car, or I take naps. That might be one of the coolest parts of working together as a realtor. For as much time as we're in the car, if I need a nap, I can just clock out. Like, it's really nice. But yeah, I had to throw that on there and be like, I do like having a driver 24/7. It is pretty cool.
You're welcome.
But you like to drive.
I do like to drive.
He doesn't like for me to drive, so
it's true.
It's fine. Did you have any other questions?
No. Well, thank you guys. If you have any questions for us that you'd like for us to ask each other or answer in a future video, comment them below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel. We're posting a lot of content, like Nicole already said, about the Woodlands, Texas, moving here, pros and cons, the taxes, the neighborhoods, the communities, some of our favorite places to eat, get a coffee, all that stuff. So be sure to follow along. And again, if you have any questions you want us to ask each other next time, just comment them below.